The baby's piercing wail shattered the quiet afternoon in the sun-drenched living room of their modest Seattle home, echoing off the walls like a siren of unspoken pain. Olivia froze at the doorway, her heart pounding as she saw her 6-month-old daughter, Lily, thrashing in her grandmother's arms, tears streaming down her tiny flushed cheeks. "What have you done to her?" Olivia demanded, her voice cracking with a mix of fury and fear, as Catherine rushed in behind her, the air thick with the weight of a revelation that would unravel everything they had built. Olivia Thompson had always believed that love could conquer the cracks in a family's foundation, but on that crisp autumn day in 2025, those cracks began to widen into chasms. She and Catherine had met 5 years earlier at a bustling coffee shop in downtown Seattle, where Olivia was nursing a latte after a grueling shift as a pediatric nurse, and Catherine was sketching urban landscapes on her tablet, her eyes sparkling with the kind of quiet intensity that drew Olivia in like a moth to a flame. Their connection was immediate, conversations flowing from art to dreams, from past heartbreaks to future hopes. Catherine, with her East Coast roots transplanted to the Pacific Northwest for a graphic design job, brought a sense of grounded adventure to Olivia's life, which had been marked by the rigid expectations of her conservative Midwestern upbringing. They fell in love amidst the rainy streets and vibrant markets of the city, building a life together that felt like a rebellion against the norms Olivia had fled. Marriage came 2 years later in a small ceremony on the Puget Sound, surrounded by accepting friends and Catherine's supportive family from Boston. But Olivia's side was sparse. Her father had passed away young, and her mother, Evelyn, whom they called Grandma Evie, had grudgingly attended, her disapproval simmering beneath polite smiles. "I just want you to be happy, dear," Evelyn had said, but her eyes betrayed a deeper discomfort with their lifestyle. Lily's arrival via adoption 6 months ago had been their greatest joy and challenge. The tiny bundle with her wide eyes and infectious giggles had cemented their family, but it also amplified the tensions. Evelyn, retired and living in a nearby suburb, offered to babysit often, insisting it was her duty as a grandmother. Olivia appreciated the help, especially with her demanding hospital hours and Catherine's freelance deadlines, but there was always an undercurrent of unease. Evelyn's comments about traditional families, or her subtle suggestions that Lily needed a father figure stung, though Olivia brushed them off for the sake of peace. That day, Olivia had come home early from her shift, eager to surprise Catherine with takeout from their favorite Thai place. The house smelled of Evelyn's signature lavender potpourri, a scent that always made Olivia nostalgic for her childhood home in Ohio. But the nostalgia shattered when she heard Lily's cries, raw, unrelenting, not the usual hunger or fatigue whimpers. Dropping the bags, Olivia burst into the living room. Evelyn sat on the floral sofa, rocking Lily awkwardly, her face pale. "She's just fussy, Olivia. Babies cry, you know that better than anyone." But Olivia's nurse instincts kicked in. She scooped Lily up, feeling the baby's tense body relax slightly in her arms. As she soothed her daughter, her eyes caught something on the coffee table. Evelyn's phone screen still lit from a recent call. The contact name glared back, Pastor Reynolds, and below it, a text thread snippet. "We can help guide the child away from this environment. It's for her own good." Olivia's blood ran cold. "Mom, what is this? What have you been saying about us?" Catherine entered then, her brow furrowed. "What's going on?" "I heard the yelling from the studio." Evelyn stood, her hands trembling. "I was just concerned for Lily's soul. You two are wonderful, but this isn't natural. I called the pastor for advice." The words hung like a storm cloud. Olivia felt a wave of betrayal crash over her, memories flooding back of her own coming out at 18, when Evelyn had wept and quoted Bible verses. She thought they had moved past it, especially after Lily. But here it was, the old prejudice rearing its head, aimed at their innocent child. "Get out," Olivia whispered, her voice steel. Evelyn's eyes widened, but she gathered her things silently and left, the door clicking shut like a final judgment. That night, as Lily slept peacefully between them in bed, Catherine held Olivia close. "We'll figure this out. She's your mom, but Lily comes first." Olivia nodded, but inside doubt festered. How could love thrive in a family poisoned by intolerance? Little did she know, this was just the beginning of revelations that would test their bond to its core. As days turned to weeks, the silence from Evelyn gnawed at Olivia. Catherine encouraged reconciliation. Family is messy, Liv. Maybe she regrets it. But Olivia couldn't shake the hurt. Work became her escape, immersing herself in the chaos of the children's ward, where she could fix problems with medicine and care, not emotions. One evening, while Catherine was out at a client meeting, Olivia's phone buzzed. It was an unknown number, but the area code was Ohioan. Hesitant, she answered. Hello? Is this Olivia Thompson? Yes, who's this? This is Sarah from Child Protective Services in Seattle. We received a report concerning your daughter, Lily. Allegations of an unstable home environment due to lifestyle choices. We need to schedule a visit. Olivia's world tilted. The betrayal deepened. Evelyn hadn't just sought advice. She had weaponized her fears. Hanging up, she paced the kitchen, tears blurring her vision. When Catherine returned, Olivia collapsed into her arms, recounting the call. Catherine's face hardened. We'll fight this. Together. But the seed of conflict was planted. As they prepared for the CPS visit, old insecurities surfaced. Catherine, ever the optimist, pushed for therapy. Olivia, scarred by her past, withdrew into anger. Their once tender nights turned tense, whispers of doubt creeping in. Yet, in quiet moments like when they danced slowly in the living room to soft jazz, Olivia remembered why she chose Catherine. The woman who saw her soul, not her labels. Love, she realized, was a battlefield but one worth fighting for. The CPS investigation loomed like a shadow over their home, turning everyday routines into performances of normalcy. Olivia and Catherine scrubbed the house spotless, stocked the fridge with organic baby food, and rehearsed answers to potential questions. We're a loving family, Catherine practiced in the mirror, her voice steady despite the tremor in her hands. Olivia nodded, but inside, rage simmered toward Evelyn. How could her own mother sabotage them like this? The visit came on a rainy Tuesday. Ms. Ramirez, a kind-eyed social worker in her 40s, arrived with a clipboard and a reassuring smile. She observed Lily playing on her mat, cooed over the nursery, and asked gentle questions about their relationship, support systems, and parenting philosophies. You two seem devoted, she said, noting their intertwined hands. Olivia exhaled in relief as Ms. Ramirez left, promising a quick resolution. But the relief was short-lived. That evening, Evelyn called. Olivia, please, let's talk. I didn't mean for it to go this far. You reported us to CPS, Mom. How could you? Evelyn's voice cracked. I was scared. The pastor said it was the right thing, for Lily's future. Olivia hung up, her chest tight. Catherine pulled her into an embrace, their foreheads touching. She's wrong, but she's human. Forgiveness might heal us all. Catherine's words lingered, planting a seed of doubt in Olivia. Was she being too harsh? As a nurse, she dealt with families in crisis daily. Addictions, abuse, neglect. Their home was a sanctuary compared to that. Yet, the sting of betrayal made her question everything. In the following weeks, the strain showed. Catherine buried herself in work, designing logos late into the night, while Olivia took extra shifts. Their conversations grew clipped, intimacy fading under the weight of unspoken fears. One night, after Lily was down, Catherine confessed, I feel like we're drifting, Liv. This is tearing us apart. Olivia's eyes filled. I'm scared too. What if they take her away because of who we are? They won't. We're good parents. Catherine cupped her face. Remember our vow? Through every storm. They made love that night, not with passion, but with a desperate tenderness reaffirming their bond. It was a momentary anchor in the turbulence. But drama escalated when Olivia discovered more. Sorting through old emails, she found messages from Evelyn to Catherine, sent months ago. Catherine, you're a good influence. Maybe you can help Olivia see the light. Lily deserves better. Catherine had never mentioned them. Confrontation exploded in the kitchen. Why didn't you tell me? I didn't want to worry you. I handled it, told her to back off. Handled it? By keeping secrets. Olivia's voice rose. That's betrayal too. Catherine's eyes flashed. I'm trying to keep peace for our family. The argument spiraled, old wounds reopening. Catherine stormed out for a walk, leaving Olivia alone with her thoughts. When she returned, soaked from the rain, they reconciled in tears, but the crack had widened. As the CPS case closed in their favor, no concerns, exemplary home, relief mingled with resentment. Olivia decided to confront Evelyn in person, driving to her mother's bungalow in Bellevue. The meeting was tense, Evelyn tearful. "I love you, Olivia. I just struggle with this." "Struggle? You almost destroyed us." But seeing her mother's frailty, Olivia softened. "We need boundaries, Mom. Or no contact." Evelyn nodded, promising change. Driving home, Olivia felt a glimmer of hope. Perhaps redemption was possible. Yet fate had more twists. Catherine began receiving anonymous texts. "She's not who you think." At first, dismissed as pranks, but one included a photo of Olivia laughing with a colleague at work, cropped suggestively. "Who's sending these?" Catherine asked, hurt flickering in her eyes. Olivia shook her head. "I don't know. But it's lies." Suspicion brewed, testing their trust. In a moment of vulnerability, Catherine admitted her own past. A brief affair during college that ended badly. "I never told you because it didn't matter." Olivia felt the ground shift. Secrets everywhere. But through therapy sessions they started attending, they peeled back layers. Catherine's optimism balanced Olivia's caution, their love deepening amid the chaos. One session, the therapist said, "Betrayal reveals strength when faced together." As winter approached, they hosted a small Thanksgiving, inviting friends but not Evelyn. Laughter filled the house, Lily's giggles a balm. In the quiet aftermath, Olivia whispered to Catherine, "We're unbreakable." Little did they know the biggest storm was brewing. A revelation from Evelyn's past that would force them to redefine family. Snow blanketed Seattle by December, mirroring the chill in Olivia's heart toward her mother. Though the CPS ordeal had ended, the anonymous texts persisted, escalating to veiled threats. "Tell her the truth or I will." Catherine grew distant, her sketches turning darker, reflecting inner turmoil. Olivia pressed, but Catherine evaded, saying, "It's probably a troll. Let's focus on us." One stormy evening as Lily napped, Olivia's phone rang. Evelyn, frantic. "Olivia, I need to see you. It's urgent." Against Catherine's advice, Olivia went. Evelyn's home was dim, lit by a single lamp. Her mother looked aged, lines etched deeper. "Sit down, dear. This is hard." Evelyn confessed. Years ago, before Olivia's father died, she had an affair. "Your father forgave me, but there's more. You have a half-sister. I gave her up for adoption." Olivia reeled. "What? Why tell me now?" "Because she's found me. And she's angry. Her name is Rebecca. She might be behind those texts to Catherine." The pieces clicked. Rebecca, bitter from abandonment, had targeted their family, using Evelyn's prejudices as ammunition. Evelyn had confided in the pastor, who unknowingly connected Rebecca. Olivia stormed out, mind racing. At home she told Catherine everything. Catherine's face paled. The texts mentioned family secrets. It fits. Together they tracked Rebecca via social media. A woman in her late 20s, living in Portland, her posts laced with resentment toward absent parents. Catherine suggested reaching out. Maybe understanding her pain can end this. Olivia hesitated but agreed. They messaged Rebecca, proposing a meeting. Days later, at a neutral cafe in Olympia, Rebecca arrived, striking resemblance to Olivia, but with hardened eyes. "You're the perfect daughter," she kept, Rebecca spat. "While I bounced through foster homes." Olivia's heart ached. "I didn't know. I'm sorry." Catherine added gently, "We're family now if you want." The meeting was raw, tears, accusations, forgiveness tentative. Rebecca admitted sending the text, driven by jealousy. "Seeing your happy life. It hurt." As they parted, Rebecca promised to stop. "Maybe we can try being sisters." Back home, the revelation bonded Olivia and Catherine deeper. "No more secrets," Olivia vowed. But drama peaked when Evelyn suffered a mild heart attack, hospitalized. Olivia rushed to her side, Catherine by her. In the sterile room, Evelyn whispered, "I'm sorry for everything. For judging you, for hiding Rebecca." Olivia held her hand. "We forgive you, Mom. But change starts now." Evelyn recovered and slowly bridges mended. Christmas brought them together. Evelyn, Rebecca, Olivia, Catherine and Lily. Awkward at first, but laughter emerged, stories shared. Catherine's warmth thawed the ice, her designs turning into family portraits. Yet, personal conflicts lingered. Olivia struggled with her newfound sibling, jealousy flaring when Rebecca bonded quickly with Evelyn. "She's getting the mom I never had," Olivia confided to Catherine. Catherine listened, then said, "Love isn't finite. It grows." Their romance reignited through small acts, notes left in lunch bags, weekend getaways to the coast. One night under starry skies, Catherine proposed renewing vows. "To remind us why we fight." Olivia accepted, tears of joy. The ceremony was intimate, on a beach at sunset, Lily toddling between them. Vows spoken with raw emotion. "In betrayal and healing I choose you." As spring bloomed, Rebecca integrated, becoming Aunt Becca, her presence adding depth. Evelyn attended Pride events tentatively, her growth evident. The family, once fractured, began to heal, proof that love, when nurtured, could overcome even the deepest wounds. But life, ever unpredictable, threw one final curve. Catherine received a job offer in Boston, her dream firm. "It's a chance to advance, but I'd never go without you." Olivia panicked. Uprooting Lily? Leaving Evelyn and Rebecca? The decision loomed, testing their unity anew. The Boston offer hung over them like a promise and a threat, stirring debates that echoed through their home. Catherine's eyes lit with excitement as she described the role. Leading a design team, higher pay, closer to her family. It could be a fresh start, Liv. Away from the drama here. But Olivia, rooted in Seattle, her job at the hospital, the community they built, the fragile reconciliation with Evelyn and Rebecca. What about them? "We're just starting to feel like a family." Nights blurred into arguments, then reconciliations. Lily, sensing tension, grew clingy, her cries a reminder of vulnerabilities. One evening, as rain pattered against windows, Catherine sighed. "I don't want to lose us over this." Olivia pulled her close. "Then let's weigh it together." They listed pros and cons on a whiteboard, Catherine's artistic flair turning it into a colorful mind map. Pros: better schools for Lily, Catherine's career boost, supportive in-laws. Cons: distance from Evelyn, uprooting routines, unknown challenges. Rebecca, now a regular visitor, weighed in during a dinner. "Go if it makes you happy. I'll look after Mom." Evelyn, healthier but reflective, added, "Don't stay for me. I've caused enough pain." The words stirred Olivia's emotions. Therapy helped unpack it, her fear of abandonment mirroring childhood losses. Catherine shared her own anxieties. "I worry I'll resent staying." In a breakthrough session, they realized compromise was key. Catherine negotiated a hybrid role, part-time remote from Seattle, with travel to Boston. But fate intervened. Olivia's hospital offered her a promotion to head nurse, anchoring them further. Catherine, torn, confided in her mother over a call. "What if I turn it down and regret it?" Her mom's advice: "Love means sacrifice but not self-erasure." Catherine chose to stay, prioritizing their family. "Boston can wait. You're my home." The decision brought relief, intimacy returning with fervor. They planned a family trip to the San Juan Islands, where under pine trees they hiked and shared dreams. Lily's first steps happened there, cheered by all. Yet subtle shifts occurred. Rebecca revealed her own struggles, coming out as bisexual, fearing Evelyn's reaction. Olivia supported her, drawing from experience. "Mom's changing. Give her time." Evelyn surprised them by attending a support group for parents of LGBTQ+ kids. "I want to understand," she said tearfully. The human element shone through, flawed people striving for better. Catherine's designs flourished locally, landing a contract for a Pride campaign. Olivia's work saved a young patient's life, reaffirming her purpose. One summer day, as they picnicked in Discovery Park, overlooking the Sound, Olivia reflected on their journey. From that fateful cry to now, a tapestry of pain and growth. But a final twist came via a letter from Rebecca's adoptive family, revealing medical history. A genetic heart condition Evelyn had hidden. Tests showed Olivia carried it too, though mild. The news bonded them closer. Evelyn apologized profusely. No more secrets. Through checkups and lifestyle changes, they supported each other. Catherine's unwavering presence was Olivia's rock. "We'll face this like everything else." As fall returned, their love felt deeper, more resilient. They hosted a backyard gathering, toasts to new beginnings. In quiet moments, Olivia and Catherine stole kisses, their romance a beacon amid life's storms. The story's climax built subtly. A health scare for Lily, a fever spiking alarmingly. Rushing to the ER, Olivia's expertise guided them, but fear gripped. Catherine held her hand through the night, whispering, "She's strong like us." Lily recovered, a simple virus, but the ordeal reinforced priorities. Family first, they agreed. In the aftermath, Evelyn moved closer, into a granny flat they built. Rebecca visited often, her own life stabilizing with a new partner. Their bond, forged in fire, emerged stronger. Proof of love's transformative power. Years blended into a rhythm of growth and grace, their Seattle home a haven of laughter and lessons. Olivia and Catherine celebrated anniversaries with quiet dinners, toasting to the battles won. Lily grew into a spirited toddler, her curls bouncing as she chased butterflies in the yard, oblivious to the storms that had shaped her world. Evelyn, transformed by time and therapy, became the grandmother they needed, baking cookies, reading stories without judgment. "I'm proud of you both," she said one evening, eyes misty. Rebecca, now thriving in therapy and a stable job, brought her girlfriend to family events, the circle expanding. But life, ever the dramatist, tested them once more. Catherine's Boston firm renewed the offer, this time irresistible, a directorship. "It's now or never," she confided. Olivia felt the pull of change. "If it's your dream, we'll make it work." After soul-searching walks along the waterfront, they decided to relocate. Packing boxes stirred nostalgia, but excitement too. Evelyn and Rebecca promised visits, technology bridging distances. The move to Boston was seamless. Catherine's family welcomed them warmly, her parents doting on Lily. Olivia found a nursing position at a renowned children's hospital, her skills shining. The East Coast's vibrant seasons mirrored their renewed energy. Challenges arose, adjusting to snowier winters, missing Seattle's mildness, but their love anchored them. Date nights in quaint cafes, exploring historic sites hand in hand, reignited sparks. One crisp fall day, echoing the story's start, Lily, now 3, cried loudly near her new grandma, Catherine's mom. Olivia rushed in, heart racing, only to find Lily upset over a spilled juice. Laughter followed, a far cry from past traumas. The incident prompted reflection. "We've come so far," Catherine said, cuddling on the porch. Olivia nodded. "From betrayal to this, it's human, messy, beautiful." Evelyn visited often, her growth complete. She volunteered at LGBTQ+ centers, atoning for past prejudices. Rebecca married her partner in a joyous ceremony, Olivia as maid of honor. Their story culminated in a book Catherine illustrated, Cries of the Heart, a memoir of resilience. Published modestly, it touched lives, messages pouring in from families facing similar struggles. In the end, it was personnel, love triumphing over division, forgiveness weaving fractured threads into a tapestry of unity. Olivia and Catherine, graying but vibrant, watched Lily graduate kindergarten, their hands clasped. As the sun set on their porch, Olivia whispered, "That life-changing call? It led us here, to wholeness." Catherine smiled. "And I'd answer it again every time." Their journey, rich in drama and emotion, ended not in tragedy, but in profound humanity, a testament that even the loudest cries can herald healing.